And good morning, everybody. I see we've got a few guys watching. Thanks for joining me. What a weird and strange time to actually do a stream, but seeing as I don't have much work and I need to keep myself busy, this is it. So here we go. Thanks for joining. So this is a test flight. I'm also going to use it in terms of the IVA World Tour. So I'm going to do the test while I'm actually also earning a flight leg there. And strange enough, this morning we are going to the Ukraine. We're going to Borispol. So I hope you enjoy it with me. I see there's no weather information coming from the Ukraine, which I presume is understandable under circumstances. So we'll see what xEnviro does with it and how we're going to handle this. But anyway, here we are. We're going to fly. Let's get inside and I'll tell you a little bit more about this version. Okay, flight leg is started. Good morning, Eugene. Good morning, Christian. Yeah, so in terms of this changelog, it's in the notes below the video. If you click on show more, you'll see the changelog. Zibo has now gone to the next level again. He's busy removing the laminar code for heading select, for wings level, and for LNAV, and he's now again systematically upgrading the laminar code to his own code. So during the night when I couldn't sleep, I did the first test flight. I tested heading select. I didn't find anything wrong with it, but in this instance I have absolutely no idea what to expect in terms of wings level. So if you go to your auto flight takeoff, instead of going heading select, I've now selected wings level. That by implication, that's what it means. So I'm going to take off, get to 400, flick the command switch and see what happens, and then Zibo can see if it works or not. I don't know. I have no idea what to expect, to be honest. And then in terms of the LNAV code, we've talked about it many times internally here. The aircraft just does not bank far enough when it has to. Sometimes it's like it just makes the turn just way too wide on an LNAV turn, and Glasgow is very definitely going to come up in part of our testing, because that's where we saw it the most, you know, and we had to bring down the speed and do all kinds of things to compensate to have the Zibo turn, you know, quick enough. So apparently this is all part of this new fix. It is now increased the bank limit and raised the roll rate. So we're gonna have a look, see what that does. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to test that specific portion of it, but at least this one we're going to do. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I know Paul and McTrying were flying the Glasgow one the last time over and over again, so I might join them there for test flight as well, because that's the best place to see how fast the roll rate is and how quick it banks. So we'll see. Anyway, enough of that. I've loaded my packs and my fuel already. Let's start setting up. Guys, I hope you have a good day wherever you are from. Christian, I hope you're going to have a good evening on your side. Okay, that still does not want to kick in for some reason. Why? Okay, does not matter now. Alright, and just for the record, that thing is still twitching. This VVI. Okay, excellent. Nederland, welcome. Yeah. Man, I had a terrible night. I was up just after 1 AM and I couldn't sleep until about 5 o'clock again this morning, so I slept late. Like I said, I don't have much work at this point in time, so glad for that. Now we can do other things. We'll treat it as a semi-holiday.
Good morning, Mr. Nico.
Hallo Pieter, hoe gaan het?
Goed.
Mooi.
I hear you have a small holiday. Good morning, Mr.
Yeah. Yeah, amazing how things work out.
So you're testing again.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, Zibo blessed us with a nice update last night. So this is my second flight with this version already. This morning's was perfect. There was draw issues. I did report some draw issues. We'll see what happens when we look at the route just now. We'll see. But it still flew perfectly. Just because the route was drawn badly, it didn't affect the actual flight.
Yeah, but I was flying the last days with 3.52.2c, and it was already pretty good, eh?
Yeah, yeah. See, now the risk that you run with what he's done now, Peter, is he's taken the stable laminar code out and he's put his own brand new code for heading select, LNAV and roll modes, you know, wing level, heading, and LNAV. And
No way.
yeah, and he's now included enhanced roll rates and things, you know. So
Oh wow.
the risk now is that it could take like another 10 fixes just to balance it, you know, because now it's like taking a hammer and a chisel. You got rid of so much and you're substituting, and now you need to fine tune it, you know, get the balance right.
Okay, well, impressive.
Yeah. I don't see any draw errors this time. Oh, this morning it looked funny. I think I actually deleted those pictures. Should have kept it showing you guys. Let's see if I still have one. No, they're gone. I'll show you here in the... Let's do this. This is what it looked like this morning. Just display capture it. So I got like an infinity sign instead of a SID.
Oh wow, you can stay forever.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it must be some impressive coding, eh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uncle John still with you?
Yes, yeah, he's just walked up. He's sitting right next to me.
Who's that?
It's Peter. He's asking if
Who's
you're
that?
still here.
No.
No, you're
I'm
not
in
here.
the UK.
No, you're not here. Okay,
The
he's
hedgehog. How are you doing, Uncle John?
Oh, he can't hear you right now. He hasn't put up his headset yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
He'll be with us
Aviation
shortly.
Chris donated $14.64. Hope you get a better night's rest, and also hoping this small donation will stay this time, smiley face.
It
Oh,
gives,
that's nice.
yeah, it gives me a nice smiley face. Thank you, Christian. You're a star, man. Thank you so much. Right, cost index. We're gonna run at 80. Ooh, I've still got it at 20 there. I don't care. I'm gonna run at 80. I'm gonna go to 310. Lately, SimBrief has given me very low cruise levels. I don't know why.
Yeah, same here. But I check my flight plan in Active Sky,
Mm-hmm.
and then mostly in the briefing tab, Active Sky gives me a different flight level.
Oh, damn. Wakey.
Yeah, my problem now is I'm not using Active Sky anymore. I'm on xEnviro, and it doesn't give you a briefing. So you don't know what happens in Windsor Loft.
Okay. But for the rest, xEnviro is
Very nice.
positive.
Yeah, very nice.
No drawbacks on FPS.
Not for me. Now I've balanced mine out. It looks really nice. Eugene, it sounds about right, yes. But Peter, no, I love it. We all love it. Me and Uncle John can't, get enough of it. But there's two things I need: is Windsor Loft and like a good briefing. That includes that, and then the other thing is what was the other thing we said we needed? Oh yes, a little slider to just dampen the effect of the turbulence, because the turbulence is a little bit exaggerated.
Okay. Those small things.
Yeah. Well, that small turbulence can throw you out the air. I've almost had 1 or 2 crashes because of it, because it's violent. It's really violent.
Morning, Peter.
Good morning, Uncle John.
Are you well, sir?
Yes, sir, and you?
Top of the bill, sir. Top of
And
the bill.
having fun over there?
Say again?
Having fun over there?
Of course. Been ruined.
Yeah, can imagine.
It's almost impossible to do anything for yourself.
I hear complaints. Uh-oh.
We'll see what happens.
I forgot my mic is muted. Now it's open again.
Captain Hudson on the fasten seatbelt sign. We directed all passengers take your seat at this time and please fasten your seatbelt.
Grounded cockpit, tow is driving out.
We cannot leave again until all carrying items are properly tow away. All overhead bins are...
Which sound system are you using for that?
That's built into the Zibo. It's all built into the Zibo. If you go here to PA system.
Is this new?
No. No, it's all there.
But which one do you select?
I don't know. Mine is on auto, so whichever one it shows.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I used to use Cloudy. Number 1 is Cloudy. I used to use that, but because this is a new install, it was on auto. So if we put it there.
Okay, no, that's fine.
See, there's Cloudy.
We're wrapping up the final paperwork here to get you on your way momentarily. I want to thank you so much for your company.
I'll try that on auto, see what it brings me.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
Christian, you used to be able to tune it on the radio. So if you turn your radio volume down, that one there. Why is it not turning? Oh my goodness! Now my mouse is...
That's difficult.
Yeah.
You used to be able to click it also.
Yeah, but if you click it, you switch it
Still
off.
connected and bypass.
You see?
Oh no! When you click on the borders, it turns.
Oh, on the borders. Oh yeah, there you go. If you click on the borders, yeah, there you go. So that's how it used to work. But at one point in time, I did notice it wasn't listening to that command anymore. So anyway, hello, Kev. Yeah, so I don't know. Try that. I don't see it in the actual plugin, because that would have been the next place to have a look. Preferences, see over here. I don't know. Maybe if you tune your radio down, master radio. I don't know.
I also thought was trying to find it, but I didn't find it.
Yeah, I'll play around with it and report back. Tell us if you figure it out, because that is a bit loud sometimes. You're right.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Will do.
Alright though. Okay, so let's get the magic going.
Thank you.
All right, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Look at that one. Did you see how it was bouncing? It did, it
Yeah,
bounced.
Yeah, it's still doing it now.
But it went quite high. Oh, yes. Let's see if this thing takes now. Yes. Right. Don't suppose there's anybody around. Let's get our layer whereby open. Make sure.
Starting pushback, and you may start engines.
Oh, that's nice of her.
Hmm.
Bless her. Cotton little socks.
Yeah, it won't work if Pax is on, right?
You're going to have to get that camera view from the nose, looking back at your engines for engine start.
Why?
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You see your turbines turning, and then you throw your switch on your Bravo, and you see your engines coming to life.
I'll have to think about that. Good morning, Neil. Yeah, I've got my moments. I must tell you one thing. The one moment I'm feeling really good, and the next moment I want to sleep.
It's not because of Uncle John, eh?
No, this flipping Corona.
I was going to. Why is everybody going to have a go at Uncle John? What's he done?
It's an easy target, John.
Oh, is that what it is?
Broad shoulders and all.
That's it. That's it.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake. Disconnecting tail. Stand by.
Look at them lovely clouds.
Alright, so still nothing selected.
Good.
Kind of looking forward to see what it does.
Tow is disconnected and bypass pin has been removed. Hand signal on the right. We'll see you next time and have a safe flight.
Thank you, darling.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Hello, Antonio. Yep.
What's your payload, Nico?
19.3,
Pretty much up to max.
almost.
Your nose wheel steering is the opposite to mine.
Approaching 29.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Nothing's changed, Christian. Nothing's changed. You can't change the design of an aircraft just like that.
On runway 113,100 feet remaining. Flaps, flaps.
We've got the aircraft inbound, so I better move my backside.
Dogger,
No way.
dogger.
No way. Turn around first, sir.
Oh, I see. And we've got one coming in as well.
Yeah, he looks a way out, so we'll check just now.
Okay.
Thank you, Scotsman.
On runway 29.
Alright, so there's nothing selected on the MCP. Gonna go for 400 MCP. Well, command A on. Let's see what happens.
No FDs on.
No, they're on. They're happy on. Alright, hitting select level change. Amazing.
Nothing.
Nothing strange. Did what I thought it was gonna do.
So what did it do?
When I switched the command A on, it switched the heading select on and it went to level change to dip the
Okay.
nose to accelerate a little bit.
Okay.
No, no, you're okay. Hmm. Right, well, guys, this is a bit of a long flight. It is over 2 hours, so don't feel obligated to sit here the whole time. You're obviously welcome. I think a better test route is going to be flying from Dublin to Glasgow again, because that's where we can see the bank angles and the roll rates and things like that. But I just thought while I'm having to fly a leg for the world tour, we might as well do this takeoff like this. If there's anything else I can do during the flight, I'll do that, but it's much of a muchness now. I mean, we're on the new LNAV code, so that in itself is a test. You see that we stay on the magenta line and things like that. See, we've got tower on.
Have you? Tower on arrival.
Guys, just FYI for your information, there's a huge NOTAM over the Ukraine. Please make sure that you stick to the rules. They don't want any simulation of military operations, so please be careful, guys.
I did read it, yeah. I read it, yeah.
Yeah, good. I know Vatsum has got the same policy, so you guys must just be careful.
The problem is you've always got some idiot.
Yeah, wants to go and test it.
Well, lately I think there are a lot more idiots.
Yeah. Good luck, Scotsman.
I think it's coffee time anyway.
Okay. Sounds good.
That's got to be empty.
Now it is empty. Yeah, Scotsman. It's really nice. That looks super nice. That's a bit weird, but I suppose it signifies we're going through another layer somewhere. Nice crosswind, eh?
Yeah. Did it take a lot of tweaking to get xEnviro not eating all your FPS?
No, no. And if you copy my settings, it's a good starting point, and you can just move one or two sliders a little bit.
Yeah, okay. I'll try it. Looks nice.
Yeah, I like it. I really like it. With all the teasers that I've been getting from the guys, the next version is going to be even nicer. So yeah. What I do also like about it, Peter, is the fact that it reflects the light at night when you shine your light on it. On the clouds, and you can actually fly through the clouds. It's like enhanced skyscapes. It's beautifully done. You fly through the clouds instead of having these 2D things turn away from you.
Yeah. But with on skyscapes you get these funny lines on the borders of your plane, eh?
You must just set your setting. That's something we tweaked out in the very beginning already. Dimitri gave us some settings to get rid of that.
Ah, okay. I'll search it. Yeah.
I think it might be in my hangar. Let me see if I've got my settings there. Otherwise, I'll put it there.
You're using the combination now of Enviro and enhanced skyscapes? Or?
No, you can't.
No. Only xEnviro.
Yeah.
Better. Only one plugin.
Yeah, no, they will clash against each other.
Yeah, of course. Can imagine.
Yeah, if you go to my private hangar Explain 11 folder, look for the atmosphere and weather folder.
Oh, okay.
Enhanced skyscapes. Then my preset for skyscapes is in there.
Yeah, those presets I've got from you. Yeah, I've got them. Yeah.
Then you must just
a bit better, yeah.
Pick the right one then.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, it's in the hangars, Christian. Just go to Explain 11 and then the atmosphere and weather folder. Go to Enhanced Skyscapes, copy it there. I haven't used it in a while, but it's there. It's definitely there. Oh yes, Scotsman. Yeah, that glow at night. Peter is talking about xEnviro still. If you fly over a city at night, it glows against the clouds as well. It's very nice. There you go, Christian. There's the preset. You see, private hangar, explain 11, atmosphere and weather, enhanced skyscapes. There's my presets. And that's what it looks like inside. I can't remember which of the settings does what, so you go have a look, play with it. Yeah, Scotsman, I'm lazy. I put them in and then I update the driver, then it takes me a month or two to put them back in. I don't think I'm using them right now. Now you make me want to go and set them up again. Haha.
1,000 to go.
Right, well, we're not going to see any difference now until we restart, but there you go, that's the settings back in place. Hello, Sasha. Yeah, I've also noticed something else nice. Look, the next leg is well over 100 nautical miles between those 2 points, which is nice because now we can see the Great Circle influence on the new code as well. What a crab. Indeed, yes. How amazing that we have that scheduled for today. So I just checked the ATIS from ATC, and that's what he wants for the arrival, so I had to change quick. Ah, honest mistake. I agree, Scotsman. Close enough. It's like going to your cupboard in the morning looking for a pair of socks. You know, sometimes you just give up, you just pick one that's close enough, you know. I don't know how it works in your homes, but in my house, you put 2 socks in the wash, you get one back, and then weeks later you'll get the other one. So then you're on that close enough bandwagon for a couple of days.
And that's the mystery of the lost socks. We have it all, I think.
Yeah. Scotsman. I hear you. I used to be like that too. I couldn't wear 2 different socks, but you know what? Close enough is close enough. It beats spending half an hour unpacking the whole cupboard, trying to find it, then going through the washing, then going through all the machines. Aye. Hmm. Hello, David. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, Uncle John is absconded. He's gone downstairs. I think he's watching the news on TV again. So it's all me and all you guys here. I've just noticed that we started picking up weather from Ukraine again. So it says we've got rain, 5,000 foot visibility. It might be meters actually, because they work in meters. Scattered, 800 feet. Broken at 1,600. Temperature 1 dew point 1. Hey Sky Nation, welcome. Thanks for joining the family here. Yes, David, the change log is below the video. Just click on show more and you'll see. There's new code for wings level, heading select, LNAV. Zibo's busy removing more of the laminar research code, the default code, and putting in his own code now. So he says he's worked on the roll rate and the bank angle and things like that. So far so good. And the reason I'm looking at the screens, zoomed in like this is because the LNAV code is new. So I'm trying to see what happens to that magenta line. And we've had one extended leg that was over 100 nautical miles. And usually what used to happen in the past is the great circle would draw the magenta line, or the magenta line would go off the great circle, in its, and then the aircraft and the magenta line separates from each other. But this morning it's actually on top of each other, so that's a great leap forward. Hope that makes sense. Sorry. So what used to happen is the aircraft would fly correctly, but the magenta line would be drawn a little bit off. So now it looks like it's on top of each other. Yeah, that reminds me, El Solo, I need to update that. Let's see if we can update that while we're sitting here waiting. Hello, Mac.
Good morning, Nika.
Right, let's see what the PC stat says now, because I've just updated it. There you go.
Ah.
It split the message in two.
Yes.
Gonna have to change it again a little bit. Yeah, mine did not notify me of any updates, but I'm sure it will come then. There you go, that looks better. All in one.
Except for it doesn't say anything about Windows at all now.
No, third line says I've moved
Oh,
the
yes.
Windows
Yeah,
to the
yeah.
upper part.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yesterday, or the day before actually, sure, time flies, because yesterday was a blur for me. I updated my FS 2020, because I mean, like you guys know, I don't really fly it, but I keep it up to date. I ran out of space, couldn't install anymore on that SSD, so I had to take the rolling cache and put it somewhere else. Now my drives are open again and it's running and so on. And I actually thought I need to update these specs, and I absolutely forgot about it until now when El Solo asked for them. So I'm glad I remembered to update now, because now it reflects the true thing now. Anyway, Mac,
Yeah.
well, oh yeah, you're gonna listen, I suppose, so just tell me to shut up when it gets too much. But I think you did notice I did one test flight already, and I've put some screenshots and stuff in there. With this takeoff, I used wings level, and according to me it worked as expected. I don't know if there's anything anybody can add there. It worked perfectly. So I've done heading select takeoff, I've done wings level takeoff. We're busy testing the LNAV. This thing is rock solid on this magenta line now. And we've had an instance where the one waypoint distance to the next was well over 100 nautical miles, and it didn't have that deviation.
Right.
It didn't have that great circle deviation again. So I mean, as far as I can see, so far so good. The only issue was this morning with that SID taking off from Tehran, but that's in the screenshots. You can have a look there. And then the other thing is the VVI is still jumping up and freaking down. You know, when the engines aren't running, I don't know. That thing just keeps on dancing.
Now, that, the VVVI, I don't see that at all.
That's weird. Because this is a brand new install. This is
Is that with engines running?
no,
or
it's
not?
out. No, before engines start, that thing bounces.
Well, hang on, let me. Okay, I'll stream mine and you can have a look. This has been running for what? 8 hours, Nico?
Okay.
9 hours? And there's nothing there at all jumping around.
On the latest version.
Yeah. All right, I mean, that's completely stationary, sat on the ground, not even the APU's running or anything like that.
No, well, mine in that state jumps. So how do you figure that?
Just to confirm, 3.52.2c.
Don't get it.
Now, I'll tell you one thing I have got here, Nico, and that is I've set a completely standard 200-mile zone around this airport, and that's all standard, no winds.
Yeah. So maybe there's an atmospheric interference.
Well, that's what I'm wondering.
Scotsman says he danced like last night as well.
Oh. But that is completely, if I go to conditions, you'll see 15 degrees, no winds, and pressure's 1,013.
Interesting.
I did this so that there was no weather effect on the pressurization values.
I'm with you. No,
Just as
I
a
get it.
Hang on. Well, look, what I can do is if I go to weather control and go to there, yes, I do want to change it. Right, now where?
Okay, for the guys on stream, just please give me some feedback if you don't mind. I've noticed that this new headset and the microphone is very much more sensitive than the previous one. So I had to implement a noise gate. Please tell me if you can hear all my words and that it doesn't cut it off. Because I noticed this thing was running the whole time. It was like just open, open, open. So the noise gate, the purpose of that is to prevent the background noise that, you know, shouldn't trigger the voice. So, or the mic. Please just let me know if you can still hear me normally and properly.
Oh yeah, very well, crystal sharp.
Okay. Sometimes when you set the noise gate too harshly, it cuts the beginning and the end of the word, and you only get the middle portion. It's kind of scary.
No, it's okay. It's very good. It's okay.
Antonio, you must put stuff like that on the forum. I hate playing postbox with Zibo, so for me to go and explain it to him is a bit of an issue. So just remember, go put that on the forum. Tag him if you feel you have to or something, you know. Make sure he gets the note. Yeah, Christian, this is a very cheap substitute for the headset. Cheapest I could find of any value. And I had to repair my car. I got my car back yesterday. It was quite a couple of $1,000 I had to spend on that. So once I've absorbed that and the budget's back in play, I'll buy a better headset again. But for now, this needs to work because the other one's literally falling apart. Thanks, Eugene. Yeah, that is funny. Look, I've got a cold. I do have a cold, but the voice is very nasally. It's like it runs through the nose. I don't know why this headset makes it sound that way. It's just stupid, but anyway. No, the car didn't have an accident. It's just old and it started breaking, and we've been repairing it for the last 6 months. And yesterday was the final push to get the last bit of things going. There was a sensor on the crankshaft that needed to be changed, and the air conditioner needed to be repaired so I can have an aircon in this heat again and things like that, you know. So that was finished yesterday. Got the car back. Now I can start planning on doing other things with the money again. The funny thing is, I went on YouTube, Mac, the other day. You'll know what this is about. We started looking at Logitech headsets and other Corsair headsets. And when you go onto YouTube and you actually listen to what they sound like, it's amazing that even some of those very expensive headsets gives you that nasal problem. It's like, you're talking through your nose. You know, it's so bad how they make these headsets. And then you have to spend all that money on it, you know. It's gonna, I seriously sat here and I wondered, you know, do I really want to go and just change the one bad one for another bad one? I mean, it's gonna take a while for me to save up for one like what you've got, Mac, or something similar, you know, that's just better.
Yeah.
I really don't want to hear myself sound like I've got a cold 24/7.
I'd agree, the low oil pressure light going out on APU start, I think is probably a little late in extinguishing. I've just done it and it wasn't until he got to max EGT that the oil pressure went out. It was a little bit slow, but in the real plane, if that low pressure light didn't extinguish correctly, and it may be just a delay in indication, but the software in the APU would have shut it down in the real life. And I don't know the behavior of a real life 737 APU. Vertical speed indicator though is It's still rock solid, Nico, and that's APU running, bleed now on. No fluctuation, and this is real weather now.
Right, okay, so Eugene, I've got a very nice microphone. I'm going to try switch that on, which is a standalone mic. So just bear with me, let's do kind of a switch to it, and then I'll explain, if you guys can actually hear me, I'll explain a bit more. Alright, you guys hear me now?
Yes. Okay, I'll turn the volume on the...
Yeah. Alright, so this is it. I've got this microphone. It cost me a bundle as well.
Okay, I'll turn the volume on the...
It really works well when I make videos, okay? But the problem that I found is that it's too sensitive.
Okay.
It's very nice and all, but it's overly sensitive. So I don't know what you guys think about this volume and this voice, but it might be a little bit less nasal.
Yeah, very quiet on YouTube, Nico, broadcasting. Very quiet on...
Right, okay, give me a second. I'm playing.
Very difficult to hear you, Nico. Very low volume and static noise.
Very difficult to hear.
Alright, okay, how does that sound now? Does that sound better?
No, very low. I think you have the mic of Uncle John now.
Right, I don't... Alright, okay guys, I've taken the noise gate out of this one. How does this sound now? Okay, I've also boosted it a bit. Alright, yeah, I've boosted it now quite a bit. It's on 100% in the Windows control panel and it should be fine. It says that it's really running top volume almost, so I don't know. What does it sound like? Better, okay. Well, It's the only
Your voice
problem.
is better, but the noise cancelling is not better.
I've just switched it back on. It was off, Peter. But okay, the problem with this mic is it's so sensitive. If my son sit next to me, if my son sit next to me right now and he just gives a sigh, you're gonna hear it. That I don't know how to get rid of that oversensitivity because it's too much. It annoys me. But anyway, so this is an option if I really get in trouble and I really need to use a different mic. It's a nice little addition here, but I can't sit leaning forward the whole time talking into it either. That's gonna kill my back. Thank you guys for your feedback. I appreciate it. Okay, I'm back on my headset. I think what I'll have to do, if I want to continue using the better microphone, I'll have to get one of those arms, you know, that you fasten to the desk and then you can swivel it into position. Because currently it's gonna break my back if I have to sit and lean forward and talk into that thing the whole time.
We can't have that.
Yeah. David, this is a Ziberia, if you pronounce it like that, Xiberia, some Chinese brand. It's cheap and nasty entry-level little thing. There is no software for it, nothing. The supplier cannot even help me with it. It's so old, and that's I think why it was so cheap. They just wanted to get rid of it. You know, there's nothing I can do. The only modifications I can make is in the Windows control panel and whatever they allow me to. Oh yeah, Eugene, yeah, that might also work. But look, I mean, this is temporary, guys. I mean, one of these days it will change again. If it really becomes a problem, then I'll use the other mic. I just can't use it with anybody else in the room with me because it just picks up everything. It is way oversensitive. Mac,
Yes.
you are still broadcasting your screen, eh?
No.
You are.
My mic was even turned off.
No, I'm watching you read your conflict oil prices.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm streaming. Yeah,
Well, just thought I'd
I'm
tell
still.
you.
Yeah, it's all right. There's the VVI. Look, still rock solid.
I've just disconnected. Let me come back. Yeah. Are you sure you didn't pause your sim?
No, it's live.
Okay.
Well, I've just started the APU and that, so I know it's live.
Just checking.
Yeah.
I see my top of descents coming.
Uh-huh.
David, I had a look at that one. And believe it or not, that is one I still have my eye on. But the videos that I saw on YouTube, specifically where they let you hear what it sounds like when you talk through that system, didn't impress me. I didn't. It was very nasally. It's all up in the upper nose. So I don't know if the guy who made the video, or guys who made those videos, just didn't bother to really set it up properly. But it's a terrible advert for what I saw. Hello, Dumper. Translate Scottish. Excellent, David. Yeah, that'll be cool. Yeah, that makes sense, Eugene. That makes sense. Mac.
Yes.
With this new code, I was talking about you and Paul earlier in the stream as well. I think it's about time to go back to Glasgow to go check the roll rates and the banking angles and things, eh?
It was, yeah, the East Midlands one, yeah. That's what Paul and I were discussing in messages to each other last night.
Okay. Because I recall the Glasgow one was a bit of a problem as well.
Yeah, but it was mainly that one flying from Edinburgh to East Midlands where we did that
Okay.
approach there. I think it was Edinburgh. Hang on, where's my Navigraph?
Thanks, Eugene.
Yeah, EGP to EGNX. Was the one I was doing.
Okay. Yeah, me and Paul were hitting Glasgow.
Yeah, that was the Dublin to Glasgow one, yeah. Yeah. That was... hang on, if I bring that up there, and go to that one. If you remember, it's this one where we did that approach, Nico.
Yeah, I remember that one.
We had problems with the bank angle and everything there. That was the one we were discussing about doing last night.
Uh-huh.
I did an exercise, unfortunately I've got all the data down to feed it to Paul in a message, and as I went to press save it cleared it, so I've got to do the exercise again.
Yeah, I heard you tell him.
But all I did was I put a hold in at Ableg, I think it was, and I just climbed all the way through the exercise in the hold through Ableg.
Well, I'm glad I checked the web eye. Guys changed the arrival runways again now. There's still no weather. We don't have weather. He's just decided to change the runways. Boy. Are we there yet? Okay, well, here we go. Top of descent. Let's see what happens. VNav is jumping up and down that VNav path. Yeah, it seems to be related to this specific point over there because it either bypasses or it doesn't. So it's got something to do with that. And it's probably also related to the high speed that we're flying at. So once we get closer and slower, it should be different. I hope. David, that's why I'm thinking speed. Speed is a factor. Yeah, we're gonna see what happens once we slow down. It should stabilize then, I hope.
Yeah, it's that speed through that waypoint, isn't it, Nico?
Yeah.
What's it doing on the legs page?
It brings the bypass, takes the bypass away, brings the bypass.
Yeah, it's yeah. What about if you force the speed at that waypoint?
Oh no, I'm not. I'm too lazy to do that right now, Mac. We're gonna turn into it, and it's busy slowing down. We're busy coming below 10,000. It's either going to work or not.
Yeah. Yeah, wait and see what happens when it gets down below 240, yeah.
Hey Tyrone, welcome. Nice to see ya. There, all of a sudden it's gone stable. Just under 240 and it went stable.
Yeah. Might be worth pointing that out because
I will.
Yeah.
Now I've taken some screenshots and we obviously have the video now.
Yeah.
I see he wants us to test the TCAS again, so later this evening I think we must, you know, when we do the other test we must throw in a bit of a crisscross again for some traffic to check the TCAS.
Yeah. Are you going to be streaming again now, you later?
Yes.
Or is that your intention anyway?
Yeah, it is the intention anyway.
Have you decided on a route for that yet? Or a flight for that yet?
Well, I've got my mind set on Glasgow. You've got your mind set on the other one. We'll
No,
see
go
what we can
either.
do.
Well, what I was thinking is, if I set up to do that route and go into a holding pattern somewhere, then you can fly the plane to intercept me on that route.
Well, let's use your route then, because I think it's more spectacular than the Glasgow route. So let's use that route. Just drop it in a message to me and then I'll prep it that way.
Okay, let's have a look.
Yeah, I think they said in the meter 800 foot ceiling. Very low because the season height is 630. Good morning, Skymatix 001 inbound ILS runway 18 left.
Skymatix 001, Bristol Tower, Bergning, depot establishment localized.
We are established on a localizer and glide slope Skymatix 001.
Skymatix 001, wind is not available, runway 18 left, clear slant.
Okay, to land 18 left, Skymatix 001.
Radio altimeter.
In the rain, in the rain.
1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
I got the runway.
Approaching 1-8 left.
Pushing minimums. Minimums. 200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Yeah, nice one. Wow. Very.
Skymatix 001, welcome to British Taxi to stand of choice.
Thank you for your service, sir, and we'll go for stand of choice.
That weather's
Skymatix
so grim
001.
outside, it almost looks as if the scenery's in black and white.
Exactly, exactly. I haven't been to this airport in a while, eh? Nice to be back. Hello, Paul.
Hello.
Hello, Paul.
Hello, Mike.
Hello.
When Nico's finished streaming, we need to have a quick natter with you. Paul, please.
Can imagine.
Is that the brain, Nico?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's working well in OGL, isn't it?
But the xEnviro enhances it, eh? I don't
Does
have
it?
I don't have the xEnviro setting to use its own version. This is the actual built into Zibo version. But xEnviro does something to it. It really makes it super. Skymatix 001 on the blocks.
Skymatix 001, so Unicorn 1 to the decimal. Let's hope to see you next time. Bye.
Thank you for your service. Bye bye. Right, 3-minute timer needs to start. No, we don't have any idea when it's coming. They're not talking about any release dates yet, Tyrone. I just get what I get from the development server. But there is no reference to when it will be released, unfortunately.
Just quickly, you shut all your engines down. Can you just go and quickly look at the VVI gauge again, Nico?
Jumping, Mac, jumping.
Is it? No, well, that's interesting. Paul, make a note of that, can you? And the reason I say is because I'm not seeing that at all. You there, Paul? Paul?
It's probably gone to make coffee.
Yeah, something, yeah.
It doesn't have an in-flight yet.
Or when you cancel your stream, Nico, don't close X-Plane down. Then you can show Paul in Discord.
Okay. I'm just waiting for the timer. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching and spending some time with me. Nice having you guys here. Thanks for the tips and the memberships and all these things. And I'll be back later this evening. If everything goes well, we'll go do the TCAS test and the roll rates and bank angles and things.
Do you have any idea of the time, Nico?
Probably around about 1800 my time, which is about 1600 Zulu. I think that's a good time. But you know what? I don't know what's going to happen with the kids yet. So that's tentative. Tentative.
Yeah. Okay. Well, take care.
Thank you. You too.
Thank you, Nico.
And there's the timer up. From iVeo and file this thing. Okay, there you go. Dankie Damper, Antonio, Scotsman, Taroni. Let's aim just tentatively for about 1600 Zulu. We'll see what happens. You know, anything can happen with the family, so let's just keep it tentative that way. Enjoy your day, guys. Bye bye.